noises looking. I think it's because I was out in the garage.
So, it's freezing outside, quite literally. The Pacific Northwest usually gets some kind of ice storm, like once or twice a year. And we got ours last night. So everything is iced over. My clinicals got canceled today, which is so unfortunate, but I've been really sick the past 2 days. And I would hate to put any of my patients at risk being around them. So it was nice being able to stay home for 2 days because I obviously didn't have to work because of clinicals, which pretty much everything was closed, of course, except my work. So they did ask me to come in today, but I'm just like, whew, try not to step on ice over here. I am just not feeling it. So, but since I've been home all day and studying, I had to get out of the house. So I am braving the ice, which is mostly melting. I will say it's still kind of icy on like sidewalks and stuff, but like the road is kind of melted. But I am going to go get the mail. I took the garbage out. I'm gonna go get the mail just because I need to get out of the house. I have no makeup on. I have eczema on my eyelid, which is just horrible. So if you see that, I'm sorry. I've been popping Dayquil like candy. Ooh, almost just slid. But yeah, I'm trekking it to the mailbox because I'm getting cabin fever in my house. Yeah, this is all pretty much like solid ice. You just kind of slide on top, so as long as you step straight up and down and walk like a penguin, you're okay. Then, this looks like it's been melted. Yeah, this, even though it's a little slippery still, it's a bit slippery. It's a nice thin sheet. Very deceiving. How fun. So you can see them all broken in pieces of ice. All the plants are just a big icicle. This poor tree. This poor tree's all slumped over. What a time, what a time. I will say, I do look forward to this every once in a while. Because it's nice to kind of have like a forced break from your daily routines. But it does suck when you get trapped and you don't want to stay home. But you're stuck at home. You don't have any other option. Almost to the mailboxes. It's a nice long walk. I just needed to get out. So I'm back home and I'm trying to log in to do some schoolwork. Sorry, I'm so congested, but my school's site is like not working. Like I really can't do anything. So I've just been like sipping coffee. I've got my gloves still left over there, but I've got the liquid IV and it's the tangerine one that's like immune support. And I've been sipping on that for the past couple days. I've got some coffee because I wanted something warm. But I guess I'll just turn the TV on and watch TV. Because I guess I'm not doing schoolwork now. What a bummer. Ooh, still pretty icy. But just like that, everything's almost... Y'all, when I say... Oh, it's melting, so it's like dripping all over. I don't want to work today. Oh, this ice is still crunchy. I mean, I am stuck. I don't want to work today. And I only work 4 hours. 4, that's it. 4 hours, and I'm literally like, I'd rather gnaw my own hand off than work today. And I've had the past 2 days off. How sad is that? I start work in like 12 minutes. I don't know why. I feel really nauseous. And it just started. I swear it's because I have to go to work. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm nauseous. Oh my gosh. The road's so bumpy because of the ice. I feel like I'm like four-wheeling. But yeah, I am so just like not wanting to go. But I know it's gonna be so busy because it's like the Starbucks is doing like the Thursdays where it's like a grande drink for $3. So a lot of people come in for that. And then obviously the past couple days, because of all this ice, people have been stuck in their houses, and today's the first day it's above freezing, so things are like starting to melt. So people are venturing out and they're gonna come get Starbucks because they've been stuck inside. But I just don't want to go today. If I could just have one more day to just stay at home and do nothing. I got a lot of stuff done this, oh my gosh. I got a lot of stuff done this morning though, which was really nice, like school-wise. I had to do like clinical makeup assignments, which ended up being like 4 pages long after I typed it all out. And then I did like stuff for my nutrition class that's like all online, and I had to do like discussion posts about the Mediterranean diet. Oh my God. I'm gonna be so honest, like living in the Pacific Northwest, I have not seen snowplows very much. And like recently, this last snowstorm, I have seen so many snowplows, which like, I lived in the Midwest. Why does it stink? It smells like a skunk. I've seen like a bunch of snowplows, but like here, never. Like, it's always a joke. Like my family talks about it, how like here, like they don't know how to deal with snow because like snowplows just don't do anything. They don't come through. I've seen so many snowplows in the past few days. It's kind of wild. But yeah, I'm still like incredibly congested. I took some Dayquil. The roads are clear and I am on my way to work. And I'm probably gonna get there and get like a croissant or something and then devour it because I do not feel great, and bread sounds like it might make me feel better. But yeah, these are the roads. Nothing too crazy, nothing too horrible. It's all pretty clear. The snow has melted and the fun is gone, except for this big old chunk on my windshield. Oh, as I say that, it goes away. But yeah, that's it. Here we go. Another day, another dollar. It's only 4 hours though, I'll survive.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hello, we're back in my dark car. Okay, well, we had such crazy weather last week that I am going to clinical now. I'm going to clinical now for the first time since first week, and this is the third week, so I missed like 3 days, so I'll have to make those up, which really sucks. Oh, I'm not in focus just because of where my camera's at. But yeah, so I'm on my way to clinical. I'm going to Starbucks and I'm gonna grab some food quick, because because I don't want to pay for it and I can use my mark out. So yeah, I'm in the ICU today, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and grab some food in just a minute. I can see they're talking crap about me because I'm definitely a customer waiting outside the store at 5:30 in the morning. But yeah, they're like looking at like, who the hell is here this early waiting? And I'm like, it's me because I'm in a hurry. So you can probably see how gorgeous, sorry, I had to turn on the music, how gorgeous the freaking sunset is right now. Gorgeous. I have to like slouch down to like talk because like the way my camera sits. I'm on my way to take my first exam for my senior year, Medsurg 2, my first exam. It is purely respiratory. And what scares me is we had like that whole, like, I'm not even kidding, an entire week of snow and ice that, I lost, yeah. We had an entire week of snow and ice. So we lost the full week. And then like class-wise, I only had 2 classes to go over a PowerPoint about this info. So like everything else was kind of just like on your own, learn it on your own. I'm so nervous. So freaking nervous. My exam is at 9 o'clock. It is 7:16, 7:15-ish, maybe a little bit, like a minute late. I don't know, my car's probably off. I stopped and I got some coffee. I got 4 shots with the chestnut praline cold foam. And then I had to stop at the gas station. I got a water because I'm not allowed to have my own water bottle during a test. It has to be a commercial unopened bottle. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to them. I guess like they've had times in the past where people have tried to like, not in like the nursing program, but like in general, like people have tried to put like answers on the water bottle, but I feel like that'd be easier to do with stuff that has writing already on it, as opposed to like my water bottle that has nothing. But I don't know, maybe they were like hiding stuff in it and they need the clear. I don't know. But yeah, so I bought a bottle of water because I don't know, it's my emotional support water bottle while I take a test. And then I bought Mentos because I have been having the fruit Mentos before every exam in nursing school so far. And I feel like at this point it's a tradition. You know, it probably doesn't work, but in my mind, the first ingredient is glucose. Ooh, this guy's picking his nose in the car next to me. Anyways, first ingredient is glucose, and I like glucose is your brain's fuel. So I start popping Mentos, and then like I can't have this during the exam, but I can have the Mentos themselves. So then I'll like empty out half the pack and just like put them in my pocket. So then I'm literally just like popping Mentos the entire exam. And then like some of my classmates like ask for them too. So like I don't eat the whole thing by myself. I like hand them out, and we all just, it's just like a emotional support Mentos now. You know, tricks our brain into thinking that this is gonna work. And then I got a food mark out from, people are driving nuts this morning, so sorry if I'm really not looking at you. I'm definitely watching the road. I got my food mark out from Starbucks. I got the eggs and cheddar protein box, and then I'll probably eat this maybe after the exam, maybe a little before, I don't know. And then, I don't know, I was like on my way to the checkout and I saw these warm, but then they had some in the cooler, and it's a Core Power, but it's strawberry banana, which like, I don't know, strawberry banana milk just sounds really good to me right now. And then like it's a protein shake. It does have like 170 calories in it, which I'm not too big of a fan of, but I figured if I'm literally going to be at school until 3 p.m. and it's 7 a.m. right now, I feel like it's okay to have a little extra calories in a protein shake. But yeah, so that's what I have. That's what I got from the store. Fun fact, the lady at the gas station, she's an older lady. She's not very nice to me, and I don't know why. I'm so sorry, you guys are like shaking. Every time I go up, like I have to be the one to initiate like any kind of like good morning or hi or hello, and then when I leave, I'm the first one. It's so awkward. My card will be like approved, no receipt prints, no nothing. She just like makes sure she stands behind like the thing on top of the register so I can't see her face. And I have to be the one to like grab my stuff and just say goodbye, as if like she didn't give me the verbal cue that like the transaction's finished, you know, like, oh, have a good one, or you're good to go, thank you, like nothing. And it's so awkward. And this has happened every time I go in there. So I just thought it was who she was. But then, oh my gosh, there was a guy that was in front of me, and the second he walked up to the register, she's like, well, good morning, hello, and like rang him up and was like so talkative. She's like, you have a good one. And then I literally walked up right behind him, like it's a line. I walk up right behind him. She doesn't say a freaking word to me. Not a peep. And so I'm like, good morning. She doesn't even say anything back. I have to set my stuff down. She won't pick up my stuff and scan it. She like scans, so I like turn the barcodes to face her, and she just scans all the barcodes. And then it pops up on the screen that it's ready to accept my card. So I put my card in, and then it says do-do-do, and it's like approved. And so I pull my card out, and then it's just awkward. And then I grab my 3 things and I'm like, thank you. And then she's like, have a good day. Like, is it just me? Or maybe, I don't know, is it because I'm like, I'm not saying I'm young. Is it because I look young? I don't know. Like, is she intimidated? Like, I've rolled in there in my pajamas before. Like, there's no way she's intimidated by me. Like, I really don't know why she just doesn't want to be my friend. Anyways, kind of bumps me out. But yeah, I am going towards my school. Oh, this whole sunset. The sky is freaking beautiful. Like, you can see like all the clouds up there. And then there's like a line where the clouds aren't anymore. Oh my God, it's so freaking pretty. Like, this is what people would paint in a picture. I love being up at this time of day to see this. Like, this is really like gorgeous to me. But yeah, I'm so nervous for this exam. So nervous. We have all the respiratory illnesses and all the things that can go wrong with your lungs, assessments. Oh my gosh, drugs. We have so many drugs. Like the expectorants, decongestants, antihistamines, all that kind of stuff, and like all their side effects. And oh my gosh, I am nervous. So yeah, I'm gonna get there probably around like 7:30, maybe a little earlier, because I'm almost there. And then I'm gonna review with a bunch of people until 9 o'clock when our test is. I'm so nervous. Like, I'm stressing. But yeah, I'm gonna stop filming because I need to start like really paying attention to where I'm going. Okay, but look at this. Is this not the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? Look at that. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. And then just like notice how like these clouds like are gorgeous and then they just stop. Like, oh, so pretty. Look at this view. It's all foggy up on the top of this hill. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. So I am home and I am done with my exam. I changed my shirt because I don't know why, I was so uncomfortable in the clothes I was wearing today. Like, I just wanted to be comfy. And I really think that's an issue with the fact that I've been dressing comfy so much that now I'm just like, if I'm not dressed comfy, I'm uncomfortable, which is a problem. But I am so happy because, oh, don't look at how messy my stuff is. I was studying late and early this morning. But I passed my exam. I'm so excited. It was my first, like I said, my first Medsurg 2 exam. So I had Medsurg last quarter and now I'm on Medsurg 2. And we're going through like we have respiratory, cardiac, renal, something else. I don't know. I don't remember the 4th one. But my first exam was respiratory and I passed. I was so freaking nervous. It's not even funny. When I sat down to take that test, like, I was sick. I was nauseous. Like, I was not feeling good. But I don't know. There were like questions and I'm just like, oh, I know this one. I absolutely know this. I know this. I know this. And then there were some that I was like, where did this come from? But I passed and that's what matters. I got which passing is in nursing school, at my school, it has to be a 75 or higher. You have to have an average of 75 on all of your exams to even sit for the final. And so if you don't pass one, you're kind of like in that murky water and you have to do a little bit better to like make up for that, because you have to have an average of all 4 of your exams of a 75 to be able to sit for the final. And then you have to add the final on top of those grades and still have a 75 average. So you can't have like, excuse me, I'm still getting over being sick, I swear, from like 2 weeks ago. You can't have like an average of like 80 and then be like, good, I'm good to sit for the final, and then not care about the final and get like a 50%, because that's gonna drop you down below that 75, and then you won't pass the quarter and you'll have to restart and figure your stuff out. So my goal today was obviously to get a good grade. Like, I never like trying to set the goal to just pass, because I want to have that cushion for when it comes to the end. I got an 89.33, which I'm like, please just give me 1 point back. But 89.33, which is a B+. With the, I only have like 2 assignments in there that are worth 1 point, and it's like class stuff we did. With those, I still have a 92% in the class. So I have an A, I maintain my A, and I'm gonna start studying hard for the next one, because I'm really nervous already, and it's cardiac, and I just feel like I know nothing about the heart. So yeah, I just wanted to update you that I did so good, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I left today in a good mood, and I hope this good mood continues for the rest of the week, because I have clinicals tomorrow and the next day. And I'm just gonna be honest, I've been having a tough time with clinicals. I'm trying to get good at it, and I'm just like, I'm struggling. I'm gonna be so see-through, I'm struggling. But yeah, so I have clinicals tomorrow. But yeah, I just had to update you on my test. I'm so happy.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Good morning. I'm very tired. I would love to go back to sleep and sleep in for a couple more hours, but I do want to say I had this my first quarter of nursing school, and it goes on your badge reel, and I never used it like at all. I was at clinical and I found myself needing a light because I had a patient who experienced a stroke and was being rehabilitized, and I didn't have one, so I had to use another nurse's. And when I tell you, like, the fact that I always kept this on my thing, on my badge, and I took it off because I thought, I was like, I'm never gonna need this. You're gonna need this when you least expect it. So they're super cheap. I got mine off Amazon for like a couple bucks, but if you have them, they're worth it. Put it on your badge, because I needed one, didn't have one, and I looked like an idiot. Not really. She was actually really nice about it, but it's one of those things where it's like even my school like gives you pen lights, so it's like you should have it. So, yeah. I'm really tired. My neighbor just came down. It's awkward. I'm really tired, like deadly tired. So, where's my phone? I'm going to get some coffee because I freaking need it today. I packed a lunch like you saw, but I didn't have any fruit, and I don't know. I feel like it'd be okay, but like I really want, like, I get my 7 markouts from Starbucks anyways, so like if I don't use it for like something good, then I feel like it's just gonna be wasted on something that I don't really need. So I'm going to get some coffee, and I'm gonna get a mark out of the fruit protein box, and then we're gonna head to clinical. Here we go. Okay, so I didn't really, oh my gosh, better? No, you still can't see me. I didn't really update you with my last clinical. I had such a good last 2 days, because I have clinicals 2 days a week. I had such a good last 2 days. My instructor, like my clinical instructor, my teacher, she wants us to basically pass meds with her, do an assessment with her, and do like a whole, it's called an oral presentation, and basically it's like a really in-depth S-bar for the entire, like your whole clinical group, so that they can know everything that's happened with your patient and they're up to date. Basically, like, they're gonna be like the sole caregiver for this patient, like that kind of an S-bar. Not just like, oh, you know her from last night, here's the changes from overnight. Like, it's like everything. And it usually takes like 5 to 10 minutes. So my day started, because I have 2 clinical days. My first day started with, the first day I had a patient, and I don't know why I was paired with a wonderful nurse. I was like so deep in this patient's chart that I don't know why, like I really like, I knew her inside and out. Like I knew all of her info. I went in there, and then my nurse that I was paired with asked me, she's like, is there anything you have to do? And I was like, oh, I have to do an assessment. And she was like, oh, do you want to do that like on this patient? Like she's really nice and I think she'd be good like to do. And I was just like, yeah, sure. Which, like, it doesn't matter which patient, but it's always nicer when they're like the sweet old ladies that love to talk to you. But yeah, so I did a basically a head to toe assessment with my instructor in the room. My instructor doesn't really barge in or like sit. You don't have a green light, my friend. Wow, people just like to drive. They just like to drive where they're not supposed to. Anyways, so I did a whole assessment, which like, it's not real. It's not, can you see me? No, you can. It's not real, but like, it has to be done with my instructor. So like, she checked me off for that. I was done with that. And then I had or she told me, she's like, you have such good info, because before she went in, she asked like, so tell me about your patient, like, and we talked in the hallway, and basically like after I talked to her, she was like, sounds like you really know this patient and you could probably give a good S-bar at the end of the day for everyone to hear, get your oral presentation out of the way. And I'm like, whoa, like I wasn't planning on that. But then when she said that, I had so much more motivation to like step it up, and like I gave a really good S-bar and like, or like a good oral presentation for my class. It's not even an S-bar anymore. It's just like this patient's life story. Like it's everything. And so I did my oral presentation, got that done, got my assessment done. And then the second day, I was paired with another nurse, and basically I was just like, you know what? Let's just go for it. And I was like, I'm gonna do a med pass with my instructor. And like, I can do med passes, but my instructor, and I've been doing med passes, but my instructor wants to like watch us to give us like her kind of tips and tricks. Because she says like, it's really common for people to get to a point where they get comfortable with other nurses, and you know, like sometimes you forget to do like this side of patient teaching. And so my nurse came over, and basically we did a med list, or a med pass of like 30, I'm not even kidding, like 30 meds lots of vitamins, lots of all this kind of stuff, but like 30, like a ton of meds. And it was great because it was like the same person that I did my assessment on. So like when I walked in, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. And I'm just, oh, it made me feel so happy because I'm just like, really? Because I'm just a student. Like, you know, like I'm not the one that's gonna change your life. I feel like I'm just a student. But it was so nice to have like a patient that like wanted to see me and was so happy. But yeah, so my last clinical shift was so good. It went amazing. And I am determined to have the same kind of week this week. I don't have anything that I have to get done or signed off. So this week for me is really like focused. Like I am going to focus on stuff and like really understand stuff and learn stuff. Because like this week is cardiac, and in class I've learned about all this cardiac stuff, and like I want to be able to like apply that to the actual clinical setting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got my mark out. Anyways, I got my mark out. I got the eggs and cheddar box. I usually, like, I only eat the apples and the eggs, and sometimes the cheddar. Sometimes it smells weird and it freaks me out. And then I got a shaken espresso with the sugar cookie cold foam. I am in such need of coffee, but yeah, so I'm gonna like down this coffee. I have like 25 minutes before I have to, yeah, like 25 minutes before I have to be there, and I'm like probably there in 5 minutes. So I think I'm gonna stop and fill up my car with gas, just because I have the time, I have the money, I have the means to do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop and fill up my car with gas because I'm probably gonna have to DoorDash after. Money's tight, man. Money's tight. So I'm gonna have to DoorDash after clinicals today and then study after. I think that's why I'm so tired, is because I'm DoorDashing for like 5 or 6 hours after going to school, after working, after clinical, and then after that I still have to study. So I still study for like at least an hour, sometimes 2 hours. So with that being said, I'm gonna go fill up my car with gas. Not so fun fact, I had this gas station, which like I always come here for gas. I left it like automatic, and I stood next to my car, and when it was done, it popped out and I got covered in gas. So I don't do that anymore. I take it out when it's done. Ooh, I need chapstick really bad. My lips are really dry. But yeah, so fun fact, if you have somewhere to be like clinicals and you don't have time to go home and change, don't automatic fill up your car. Stand next to it and pull it out when you think it's done. So day 2 of clinicals, I went to Dutch and I got the salted caramel, I think, or salted protein latte or something. It is so good. I usually never go there, but like I'm pleasantly surprised. But look how cute this sticker is. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's so freaking cute. Love that. But yeah, day 2 of clinicals. Let's go.